Now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 10. I'm Justin Betty. Tonight, almost a week after the killing of Rhinelander's Hannah Miller, police are still searching for the main suspect, Christopher Terrell Anderson. But another man connected to the murder has been arrested. We got his criminal complaint today, and in it, police say Seth Wakefield told them Anderson had been planning this murder for weeks. Wakefield made his initial appearance in court today. He told police he'd been letting Anderson stay at his Rhinelander apartment off and on. Wakefield also said he helped Anderson conduct surveillance in a rented U-Haul, including visits to Hannah Miller's house and her parents' house. Police say Wakefield told law enforcement if an opportunity presented itself, Anderson was ready to commit the homicides at that time. Wakefield is now being held at the Oneida County Jail, and Anderson remains at large, though officials did locate the second vehicle they were looking for last night in Minnesota. A felony warrant for first-degree intentional homicide has now also been issued. Anderson is still considered armed and dangerous. If you see him, police say do not approach. Instead, call 911 or the Oneida County Dispatch Center. We now know a 36-year-old man and two teen girls died in a house fire early Monday morning in Ashland. Ashland police say three others escaped the home. One of them was treated for injuries and is okay. Still no word what started that fire. Outside, Jeff, you're tracking some fairly severe weather earlier. How are things looking now?
Yeah, the severe weather threat is over. Locally heavy rainfall is not. Still a very active radar out there right now, but again, it's all kind of dwindling down as we have several more showers out there, but no more severe weather tonight through tomorrow as well. But here's the radar. It did drop a lot of rainfall across the area today. A widespread half-inch up to 4 inches of rain fell in parts of Portage County and Adams County today, but it's not quite done yet. Still some rain left to get through tonight, and it will likely linger into tomorrow morning too, as this all kind of slides to the east tonight and into tomorrow. It's not done with us probably till midday tomorrow, and then it's going to get pretty nice around here with temperatures back in the 70s on Thursday into Friday. Our forecast then for tonight though is cloudy skies, some rain showers out there, nothing too heavy, with low temperatures down near 51. Your full forecast is coming up, Justin.
Thanks, Jeff. Hodag Country Fest kicks off in just 2 days. That festival was canceled last year because of the pandemic. COVID-19 also impacted supply chains, limiting the supply of new campers that people could potentially bring to the event. But folks say that won't stop them having a great time. Newswatch 12's Megan Mavlock reports.
There are thousands of campers here at Hodag Country Fest, but what happens if something goes wrong? Well, Schroeder's is across the street at the Nativity School, ready and waiting to help.
Anybody who wants to come from Hodag who needs a miscellaneous part here or there for their camper, we have tons of parts in inventory. Our service will be out there, so just call us if you need some service and we can get out there and help out.
T&K Novelties owner Terry Voss has been to 41 out of the 42 Hodag Country Festivals, and during that time he has used Schroeder's to help him with his camper issues.
Electrical seems to be the thing that most people have the most problem with. For some reason or another, it happens.
Another issue campers run into is a malfunctioning AC unit or engine trouble.
We had a stabilizer that the motor went out, and we took it to Schroeder's and they fixed it for us, and it was pretty quick.
For many years, Schroeder's would bring 100 campers to the Nativity parking lot to sell, but with the pandemic slowing supply chains, they only plan to bring 10.
But it's just because of the whole supply chain issues, as well as there's been extreme demand in our industries, in the outdoor industries, because people want to camp, they want to fish, they want to boat. Since COVID, it seems to be that everybody's kind of jumping on.
No matter the problems with campers, people are just excited to have Hodag Country Fest back and to get back into their summer tradition.
This is all fun. This is your fun right here. When you look at all this and these things and these people, you can't find a better thing to do than this.
In Rhinelander, Megan Mamlock, Newswatch 12.
The Rhinelander High School Student Council will be offering showers and a pancake breakfast at the high school during Hodag Country Fest. Showers will be available from 8 till noon. They cost $5. If you are showering, please bring your own towel. The pancake breakfast is free, though donations are appreciated. They also serve coffee and juice. Proceeds go to the RHS Student Council to help fund community service projects and events for Rhinelander High School students. With the U.S. facing a widespread shortage of nurses, UW Health has started a nurse residency program aimed at helping new nurses begin their first professional jobs and avoid burnout. The program is 12 months long. It's designed as a supportive stepping stone for students who just graduated nursing school. Nurses take 2 classes a month. The program runs 2 groups per year. The first class started in February. The next group starts up in August. The mayors of Wisconsin Rapids and Park Falls are pushing Governor Evers to quickly sign a piece of legislation that should help both cities' paper mills. The mill bill would provide a $50 million loan for someone to buy the Wisconsin Rapids paper mill, a $15 million loan for the buyer of the Park Falls paper mill. Both currently are idle. At the time the bill was signed, Evers said he supported it, but he wanted an amendment to make it even better for the cities. But he still hasn't signed it. Park Falls Mayor Michael Boblik says, quote, time is of the essence. The workers cannot wait any longer, end quote. If the governor signs the bill quickly, city leaders say the Park Falls mill could start production at least partially by mid to late August. The Rapids Together Task Force, meanwhile, has a website for Wisconsin residents to voice their support. You can find that at legis, legis.wisconsin.gov/Rapids Together. Lead in drinking water became a hot topic a few years ago when the city of Flint, Michigan discovered some problems there. Health experts say ingesting lead can lead to physical deformities, reproductive issues in both women and men. But it's not just bigger cities having issues with lead. It affects people in northern Wisconsin, too. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson explains.
Jimmy Slavin moved to Hurley 30 years ago after growing up just across the border in Ironwood. He's enjoyed his time in Hurley raising his children, but some recent news shook him.
Well, it was a heart dropper.
During a procedural check of his water lines, Jimmy discovered that his house was different from others in Hurley.
Well, we discovered when we were changing meter that we had a lead line coming in off of the main.
Jimmy was devastated. He raised his family there, all of them drinking water from a lead pipe.
It was a terrible moment in my life because I raised 2 daughters. And if it's been like that ever since...
Jimmy has the only lead pipe in the city, but many Hurley residents are downstream from lead. Even though the rest of the pipes are iron, what concerns Hurley's city water manager, Gary Laguna, is what's in between those pipes.
Here's where the concern is, the lead. The lead was melted and poured in here to seal that joint.
There are about 300 lead water main joints in Hurley, and officials say 150 residents have private water pipes with leaded joints. The city received a $200,000 grant to take care of about 50 of the private joints, but that still leaves a lot of lead.
Now, obviously, that's not something that's not done overnight. It takes some time, it takes some money, but the goal would be to have a completely lead-free system.
Since Jimmy is the only one with a lead pipe, he's first on a waiting list for replacement.
I'm just interested in getting this fixed as soon as possible.
That's Morgan Johnson reporting. The city of Hurley tests its water for lead every 3 years. Contamination levels have never surpassed the legal limit. The DNR and EPA still recommend removing all lead contamination just in case. Tonight, what was Tropical Storm Elsa has now strengthened into a hurricane as it readies to make landfall on Florida's Gulf Coast. We'll show you how folks there are preparing in just a few minutes. Meanwhile, much of central Wisconsin had its own issues with rain this evening. How long will it stick around? Jeff's in with your full forecast and the answer after the break.
Hugging people again.
Going out to eat.
Keeping them safe. When we all have a reason to get fully vaccinated. What's yours? Get your COVID-19 vaccine at vaccines.gov.
My name's Arthur, Merrill, Wisconsin. In August of 2019, I started getting numbness in my feet. By July of 2020, my feet were so numb, I lost a sense of balance. I thought I was walking on stilts. I seen this ad for spinal aid. I took 20 treatments from them, and by then my feet were 90% better and no longer felt as I was walking on stilts.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and/or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as LYRICA, GABAPENTIN, or CYMBALTA that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. Call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation or visit us at spinalaid.com.
Roofing season is here, and Bear Renovations is the Northwood's #1 choice in roofing and rain gutter systems. Whether it's shingle roofing or metal roofing, big or small, the Bear does it all. Stop by our showroom just north of Tomahawk on County Road A or call 715-966-6649 today. Remember, you can like us on Facebook, but you'll love us on your roof. Bear Renovations is locally owned and operated. Call the Bear.
Welcome to Land O'Lakes, Serenity at the top of Wisconsin.
Stay with us at the Gateway Lodge in Land O'Lakes. Relax in our indoor pool, delicious dinners, and the coziest lounge in town. Come back to tradition at the historical Gateway Lodge.
Well, this was fun. Several rounds of showers and thunderstorms today. For the most part, they stayed non-severe, but there were a couple reports near Marshfield of wind gusts near 63 miles per hour and reports of lots of rainfall, too, in Portage County, Southern Marathon County. In fact, here is the storm reports from earlier. Again, not a lot with this today, but a few reports of some small hail, some gusty winds, a few tree lines snapped in parts of Marshfield area, and some locally heavy rainfall. Now, here's the radar estimate of what fell today. Again, this isn't exact science, but you get the idea. It's close. And the lighter green colors here and yellows are 2, 3, even 4 inches of rainfall. In fact, Portage County had a flood advisory earlier. That has since been lifted, but their ongoing rain showers out there now will continue for several more hours tonight. That could lead to some localized flooding. So here's the radar, and again, the heavy yellows and oranges are now gone. In fact, lightning data is on, but you see how they kind of go away. There's still a couple sparks of lightning out there right now, but overall, the severe weather threats coming down. The heavy rain potential is not quite, as the actual low pressure making all of this happen is still way back in parts of Minnesota. That's going to ride along our area tonight and keep the rain showers going through probably about midday tomorrow. And here's the fuel. Check out these high temperatures today. 92 Wapaka, 88 Wisconsin Rapids. Meanwhile, further north, not so much. 71 Land O'Lakes, 80 in Rhinelander. So again, that difference in temperature is fuel for storms, and that happened today across our neck of the woods. Out there now, though, it's a bit cooler, hanging out near 60 in Rhinelander, 59 for Antigo, 66 for Wausau. So tomorrow is going to be our cool day with high temperatures basically getting stuck in the 60s. And a couple of you, if the rain showers persist through the afternoon across central Wisconsin, you could actually have high temperatures in the upper 50s tomorrow. All because of that front right there is stalled across our area, and there's low pressure 1, low pressure 2. That's going to ride along that front tonight into tomorrow morning and keep the light rain showers going. The severe weather threat is over for now, but still a couple pockets of heavy rain. But then we'll be on the north side of this front tomorrow. It's a much cooler place with winds out of the northeast tomorrow. It'll keep temperatures down in the 50s and 60s across our neck of the woods. Okay, let's check on Elsa. Here it is, a hurricane now, a Category 1 hurricane just off the coast of Tampa right there. It'll make landfall tomorrow in the Big Bend area and work across the peninsula with lots of rainfall and dying out. But it'll likely work its way up the East Coast through the week as well. It could be affecting portions of Maine and New York City by Thursday, Friday, into Saturday of next week. Okay, here we go, though. For tonight, though, scattered rain showers out there now will persist into tomorrow afternoon now. I know. Look for low temperatures down near a muggy 51. Again, the severe weather threats over. Pockets of heavy rain are not quite over quite yet. For tomorrow, all right, so tomorrow's a cool day. We'll get it out of the system. Rain showers throughout the morning hours, maybe into the afternoon as well. Breezy and cool. You'll notice that wind tomorrow gusting near 25 through the afternoon, with high temperatures only in the low to mid 60s tomorrow. But then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by North Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow's a wet day again, but then look what happens. We dry out. Thursday, 71. Lots of people in town for the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all dry with temperatures in the 70s to low 80s. Justin?
All right, thanks, Jeff. The storm known as Elsa is now a hurricane as it continues to churn along the Gulf Coast of Florida. It's expected to make landfall overnight tonight, but it's already causing some issues there. Jay Gray has the latest from Clearwater Beach.
Elsa's first swipe at Florida comes in the Keys.
A lot of rain, a lot of wind, shut us down for work.
On the move, the winds now intensifying to a Category 1 hurricane. But it's the growing surf and driving rain that could do the most damage.
This is going to be a water event. There is going to be flooding. There is going to be storm surge. And that's what gives us the greatest concern.
Concern that, like the forecast path, stretches along the entire west coast of the state. Residents in the potential strike zone lining up for sandbags in a late race to get ready. Tampa International Airport suspending all operations at 5 this evening. The Rays postponing tonight's game against the Indians at Tropicana Field. And while search and recovery work does continue at the site of that tragic collapse in Surfside, crews are being forced to adjust to the changing conditions.
The wind is hampering the large cranes moving very heavy debris. That's a challenge that they're attempting to work around right now.
As the system churns in the warm waters of the Gulf, Elsa's intensity is not the only thing that worries those in its path.
The timing is a little scary because it's early. It's just the beginning of July. It's only 1 month into hurricane season.
A season many forecasters warn will be long and very active. Jay Gray, NBC News, Clearwater Beach.
Another encouraging milestone today in Wisconsin's fight to end the COVID-19 pandemic. We'll look at today's numbers after the break.
25% off our low Slumberland price. Incredible deals. Huge markdowns, plus 25% off our low Slumberland price. What a sale. The 4th of July sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Carpet City. Come to Carpet City Flooring Center and get the toughest waterproof floors in the industry, where they're in stock and on sale. Rigid Maximum XL is 50% thicker and 30% longer, resulting in maximum durability, which is perfect for active families and pets. Not to mention, it's easy to install. Come to Carpet City Flooring Center to get your Rigid Maximum XL waterproof floors today. Carpet City. Our prices will floor you.
Looking for a better way to cool off this summer? Start with a trip to Wickersham Jewelry and receive a free Yeti cooler with your purchase of $1,500 or more during their Super Summer Jewelry event, June 28th through July 10th. Wickersham's has hundreds of engagement rings, wedding bands, earrings, bracelets, and necklaces in every style and gemstone. Take advantage of interest-free financing. Wickersham Jewelry. If you can dream it, we can make it.
Whether it's for work or play, you want a truck that'll get the job done right. We have them all. Half-ton trucks, POWERSTROKES, CUMMINS, DURAMAX, SUVs, over 800 to choose from. Know that all Lens trucks are fully inspected, certified clean, can be purchased online, and can be delivered right to your door. It's our way of saying thanks to our past and future customers for the last 35 years. Go now to lenstruck.com.
Lens Truck.
Incredible deals. Huge markdowns. Like the Sealy Pillow Top Queen Mattress on sale for just $4.99. What a sale. The 4th of July sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Coming up on your Wednesday, we'll learn about an upcoming music series happening right here in the Northwoods.
And more rain showers sticking around as we head into your Wednesday, Sierra, but temperatures really cooling off. More when you tune in on your Wednesday.
The weekly number of new COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin is now back down to its lowest level since March of last year. Today, the State Department of Health Services reports just 17 new cases statewide. We're averaging 63 per day over the last week. DHS also reports no new deaths today. We're averaging now less than 1 per day. They're rounding down to 0 over the last week. A new study ranks Wisconsin as having the 17th highest vaccination rate in the country. According to the organization Sidecar Health, by the end of May, 44.3% of all Wisconsin residents have been completely vaccinated. DHS now reports we're up to 47.6% of all people in Wisconsin completely vaccinated. Many folks are eager to travel this summer, but those trips are costing them more than usual. Hotel research firms say hotel rooms are costing 44% more than this time last year with the increased demand. Airfares in May up 24%. According to the Consumer Price Index. The biggest hike, though, is in rental car prices, up 110% from a year ago, 70% from pre-pandemic levels. However, business destinations, places like New York or Washington, are still fairly low. It's the vacation getaways, places like Florida, that have seen the biggest increases. On Wall Street, the Dow has gained nearly 9,000 points over the last year, but lost 209 of those today. It closed at 34,577. The Nasdaq gained a few points today, while the S&P 500 also fell slightly. In a surprise to many, Bucks star Giannis Antetokounmpo did suit up for tonight's Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Could he help propel his team to victory? Details ahead in sports.
Everyone sleeps at Tomahawk Furniture and Gun with prices so low you'll have to bend over to see them. Prices that make your eyes pop out. Want to sleep watching TV? Check out our recliners. You want to pass out face first in a sofa? Check out our sofas. And beds. We've got beds. Check us out. Prices so low you'll think we're crazy. Because everyone sleeps at Tomahawk Furniture and Gun.
Now's the time to get a Ford built for you, by you. Pick your color, your wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want an F-150 with a 12-inch touchscreen, 400 horsepower in an Explorer, or a moonroof? You've got it. And now an additional $1,000 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers.
Come join us at the historic Waswaganing Indian Bowl, located in downtown Lac du Flambeau, Tuesdays through August 3rd. Experience the culture and pageantry of Ojibwe powwow, relax to the soothing sounds of Native American drums, and enjoy the vibrant colors of traditional regalia worn by authentic Ojibwe dancers. Watch and take part in the intertribal dances, and come tour our Ojibwe Summer Village. Gates open at 6 with grand entry at 7. Come and refresh your spirit, paid by the Native American Tourism of Wisconsin.
Need a new boat? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports, because we need your old boat. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new boat today. Come check out more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Or we could help you get top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
Every living creature on Earth needs Mother Nature's water for survival. From the family pet, whether it's the dog, our fish in a fish tank, to the precious little munchkins running around, for 7 decades, Maher Water Corporation has been supplying and treating this water for the entire family with products made here in Wisconsin by Water Care. So call us today for the cleanest, safest water around.
Sports Watch 12 with Griffin Stroing starts now.
Finally, the time is here. Milwaukee fans have waited 47 years for this day, and has finally arrived. Game 1 of the NBA Finals, and the Bucks are in it. They're taking on the Suns in Phoenix, and luckily for Milwaukee, Giannis was able to play in tonight's game. A great one, but the Bucks look like they're going to fall. We can't show you the highlights right now because this game's still going on. Last time I checked, the score was 99-113. The Suns just had too much offense for the Bucks in this one. Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and DeAndre Ayton all scored at least 20 points. Giannis, though, himself had a pretty good game, 19 points and 16 rebounds. Middleton with 29, but Milwaukee is going to, it appears, fall in this one. Game 2 is on Thursday. Tip-off is at 8 p.m. again. Now, the Brewers game tonight wasn't much better, but that's only because it was postponed due to rain against the Mets. Maybe they should think about investing in a roof like at American Family Field, but there will be a doubleheader of games tomorrow in Citi Field. Game 1 begins at 1:10. But the day wasn't a complete loss for the Brewers. Milwaukee was able to make a trade with the Blue Jays for first baseman Rowdy Tellez. The Brewers will be sending 2 right-handed pitchers in Toronto in exchange, Trevor Richards and Bowden Francis. Tellez has played in 50 games this season for the Blue Jays. He's only batting, though, .209 with only 4 home runs and 8 RBIs. Not what you would like to see from a first baseman, but he can get it going. This trade does make a lot of sense, though, for the Brewers since Keston Hiura is struggling mightily at the plate. He struck out 4 times against the Mets yesterday, and Daniel Vogelbach is on the injured list with a severe hamstring injury. Who knows when he's going to come back? So Milwaukee hoping that this trade will help them get hits from their first baseman. Aaron Rodgers has had an eventful offseason, to say the least. He started at the Kentucky Derby, then he went to Hawaii with his fiancée, and today he was golfing with some good company. Rodgers, Tom Brady, Phil Mickelson, and Bryson DeChambeau participated in the Match Golf Tournament. Rodgers was teamed up with DeChambeau while Brady was with Mickelson. It was a day mostly full of golf and fun, but of course, there had to be some trash talk on the course as well.
I'm studying my competition. Look, I'm 30 yards away from Aaron, who's, that the leader of the Packers, I think. So I'm just watching his mannerisms. I'm studying. I'm recruiting a little bit.
There were a lot of shots like that thrown at Rodgers from Brady. During the round, Rodgers was asked if he would be back in green and gold, but he just kept saying, I don't know, we'll see. At the end of the match, it was Rodgers who got the best of Brady winning the match. Well, speaking of the Packers, they announced their schedule for training camp earlier today. Rookie players will report to camp the earliest on July 23rd. And then 4 days later, the veterans will make their way to Green Bay. And then the first practice will begin on July 28th. Once again, we don't know if Rodgers will be there, but we have the date set. One positive note when it comes to the MVP, he was not on the opt-out list for this season, so he will be playing football this year. Just where is the question? Hey, the Montreal Canadiens might be down 3-1, but their future is bright with Smash's Cole Caulfield. He's been turning heads all postseason long, and now he has a record of his own. He has 12 points this postseason, the most by any NHL playoff points by a player who also skated during the NCAA hockey season. He needs only 5 more points to pass the great Claude Lemahieu for the most points from a Canadiens rookie in the postseason. A tall task, but hey, if they extend the series, I bet he can do it. Now that is all we have in sports. We'll be right back with your final look at weather.
Why get your COVID-19 vaccine? We all have a reason to get fully vaccinated, like
celebrating the big stuff together.
Getting back to business.
More sleepovers.
That's living fully. It's why millions of Americans, more than half of U.S. adults, have already got a COVID-19 vaccine. You can too. Get your COVID-19 vaccine at vaccines.gov.
It's a great time to start those big projects with 11% off everything right now at Menards. Whether your storage needs are small or large, a post frame building is the perfect solution. You can save 11% on the plans and materials. Design and buy online or stop into the store to start planning it today. Save 11% on all post frame buildings and everything else right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Can you get this? I don't have my wallet.
Oh, really?
It's funny how that always happens. It's funny.
With BMO Harris, you don't need your wallet. You can get money from any BMO ATM using your phone.
Uh-oh, looks like someone can buy their own tacos.
You can also pay them back with Zelle.
So many ways for you to pay. Awesome.
Order for BMO.
Ooh, tacos, banking. Some things are made to be mobile.
That feeling you get when your phone is your wallet, that's the BMO effect.
And right now, open a new BMO Harris account online in just 5 minutes.
Here's the thing. When you create a network as a local, you know the dead spots, so you fix them. You know the neighbors, so you're good to them. Did you drop these? You know the strongest signal comes from starting local and staying loyal, no matter how much you grow. The nationwide network built from your town up. Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. No trade-in required or hidden fees. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Land O'Lakes, Wisconsin is calling your name. Our growing community is ideal for a getaway or even a new place to live. Adventurous types can find thrilling ways to explore the outdoors, while others soak in the serenity of nature. Families can ride bikes through picturesque trails or check out the quaint library, while golfers hit the green. Take a stroll through our charming downtown and dig into decadent supper club fare. Land O'Lakes has everything you need to LOL. Live out loud, that is.
Huge online auction, Rhinelander, Wisconsin. 150 firearms, ammo, collector car, trucks, trailers, UTV, golf cart, tools, home contents, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
The new world's tallest sandcastle was unveiled in Denmark last week. It stands 69 feet tall. It's 11 feet higher than the previous record. The sandcastle's artist says at the top, you can't really see it, he put a COVID bacteria as a crown of sorts to illustrate how the virus is ruling over our world and not allowing us to do it. Well, so not really
He's having some deep thoughts.
Not a happy thought.
Deep
with the
thoughts. Deep, at least it's not in Florida. It'd be washed away in the hurricane out there today.
But that makes more sense. But why Denmark?
It's just strange, right? It's just the whole thing is strange. All right, let's check on the weather. Temperature-wise, looking okay. Hanging out near 60. Now, here's the thing. Tomorrow, we'll have high temperatures in the 60s, so it's going to feel a little different around here for a day or two, but then it gets better. Lots of rain showers still out there and some fog and mist and things too. The severe weather threat's over. Locally heavy rainfall. You may hear it on your roof tonight. But again, the severe weather threat is done. But then look what happens. This is going to get good. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow is the one kind of outlier, right? 64 rain showers. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, back up with some sunshine into the 70s.
So enjoy the break from the heat, and then we have a great week ahead. Yeah, we can deal with that. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Griffin. Thank you for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is next. Have a great night.